cause number 22 CPR 0093, state of Arvid Lynn Sunbeck, Broussard. Kate, you're muted.
Yes, sorry about that, Your Honor. I was on mute.
And testify.
Yeah, anybody's going to testify, raise your right hand, please.
Witnesses, Jody.
All the witnesses, raise
Holly.
your right hand.
Holly, will you raise your hand too?
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
Okay, you may proceed, Counselor.
Okay, I will go ahead and start with Jody. Jody, can you please state your name for the court?
Jody Love.
Perfect. And is it true that you knew Mr. Sunbeck prior to his passing?
It is.
Okay. Is it true that he passed away? I'm so sorry. My computer just took away all my things. Okay, I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay.
Let me get back to it. Is it true that he passed away on January 28th, 2022?
It is.
Is it true that at the time of his death, he was married to Holly Sunbeck?
It is.
Is it true that he had 2 sons from a prior relationship?
It is.
Are their names Chad Meredith Sunbeck and Cody Lee Sunbeck?
Yes.
Perfect. To the best of your knowledge, did he die without a will?
Correct.
Right. And is it true that he had a place of residence in Chambers County at the time of his death?
It is.
Are you aware if he owned various properties and things that need to be retitled?
Yes.
Perfect. And have you received anything for your testimony today?
No.
Your Honor, I pass the witness.
Mr. Dawson, good morning. Well, I saw him there a minute ago.
Oh, he's at the bottom. He just is on mute.
Mm-hmm. Dick, you there?
Yes, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry about that. Miss Love, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you, how long have you known the decedent?
About 30 years.
Okay. What was the nature of your acquaintance? What was the relationship you had with him? How frequently did you see him?
He was married to my aunt, and I saw him fairly regularly.
Okay. Do you have any financial interest? Do you believe in this case? Do you believe you are impartial with regard to the heirs of the decedent?
Yes, sir.
And what was the name of his spouse?
Holly Sunbeck.
How many did they have any children together?
No, sir.
Did the decedent Arvid have any children?
Yes, sir.
And do you know their first names?
Chad and Cody.
Okay. Were there any other children born or adopted by Arvid?
No, sir.
Did he adopt any children?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you been paid anything for your testimony today?
No, sir.
Are you acquainted with the applicant who has filed this administration?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever known her to be convicted of any criminal offense other than maybe minor traffic tickets?
No, sir.
You believe she's an upstanding and law-abiding citizen?
Yes, sir.
With respect to your conversations with Arvid, or for that matter, even his wife Holly, did he make any reference to having a will?
No, sir.
Did he make any reference to having any kind of testamentary document?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you for your testimony, ma'am. That's all I have. I pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Thorne, got your next witness.
Josh, did you want to ask any questions?
No, I just want to make sure, because I heard some questions about the administration. We're just here on the airship, correct?
Right now.
Yeah,
Right
okay.
now, I
Yeah,
also
I've
thought-
reviewed the proposed order, Judge, and so we've already agreed to the terms of that.
Okay. So who are you representing, Mr. Hines?
I represent Chad and Cody Sunbeck.
Thank you. Okay, so no questions?
I'm
All right,
sorry.
now I've got the next witness.
Okay. Gretchen, can you please state your name for the court? You're still
You're muted,
muted.
ma'am. There you go.
Gretchen Van Beers.
Thank you. And did you know Arvid Sunbeck?
Yes, I did.
Is it true that he passed away on January 28th, 2022?
Yes.
Is it true that he had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County at the time of his death?
Yes.
Is it true that he was married to Holly Sunbeck at the time of his death?
Yes.
Is it true that he had 2 children from a prior relationship, Chad and Cody?
That is correct.
Perfect. Were you aware if he had any other children?
To the best of my knowledge, no. I didn't know of any other children.
And were you aware whether he had a written will?
I was not aware.
To the best of your knowledge, is there a need for an administration of this estate to retitle property?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
No, you're fine. To the best of your knowledge, is there a need for an administration to retitle property?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you know Mr. Sunbeck?
I work for Milton Sunbeck, which is Arvid's brother, and then I live 2 miles down the road from Arvid and Holly.
Perfect. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Dawson.
Ms. Van Beers, my name is Dawson, Dick Dawson. I'm the attorney ad litem to report to the court on any errors, any and all errors of the decedent. How many years did you know the decedent Arvid Sunbeck?
Roughly 17, 18, under 20 years, but the upper limit.
And you worked with his brother, is that correct?
Yes, I still work for his brother.
Okay. And you live within a few miles of the homestead, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And that would be out there of 3180 in Chambers County?
Yes, it's 2354 where my house is, but yes.
Okay. And are you acquainted with the children of Arvid Sunbeck?
Yes, I know both Chad and Cody.
Okay. How long have you known the boys?
I would say roughly similar time frame.
Okay. And what is your connection or relationship to the 2 boys?
Well, I knew them from Arvid and Holly, but I've also, known Chad for some charity golf events, and but it's basically I met them through Arvid and Holly.
Do you have any personal interest in the outcome of this case?
I do not.
And did Arvid have any other children?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
Did he mention any other children to you, born or adopted?
No, he did not.
Did he have any children by his wife Holly?
No, he did not.
Now, my notes show that Holly and Arvid were married in 1995. Do you have any reason to disagree with that?
I would have no knowledge to disagree with that. I did not know either of them then. So,
Have they been married a number of years, as far as you
yes. Yes, many years.
know? To the best of your knowledge, how many years have they been married?
I would say 30 plus.
Okay, thank you. In your conversations with Arvid, did he ever mention that he had a will?
No,
In your conversation with Arvid, or for that matter, Holly, was there any reference or insinuation that there may be a testamentary document out there?
no,
Have you been paid anything for your testimony?
I have not.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate your testimony.
Thank you.
Helpful to the court.
Mr. Hines, any questions?
Oh, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Thornton.
We had originally filed an application for independent administration that was not agreed to by Cody and Chad, Mr. Hines' clients. We filed an application for dependent administration. If the court is willing to hear that at this time.
Judge,
Okay,
I don't think, hold on, Judge, I don't think they just filed that. My understanding is, like in the last few days, but there's notices that got to be posted for a dependent administration that's different than an independent. And so I don't know if those notices have been posted for the required time period.
I would still like to give the testimony, Your Honor, while we're all here, though.
But
Judge,
we don't need the testimony of other parties for an independent, I mean, for an administration. The witnesses and everything are solely for the airship. The administration.
Right. Witnesses are just for the airship. It would just be my client's testimony on the assets for a bond.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
wasn't-
on the airship, let's go back to the airship. And I see that,
my attorney ad litem fees are $475. I don't think there's any opposition to that.
No,
okay. And the court will agree to that. And
I signed the airship order, Judge.
you agree to the airship order. Okay, I see that. And I'm going to go ahead and approve the judgment determining airship. And I will take the testimony on the dependent administration. And if the postings need to be changed, and Christy, are you aware of that?
I can get with Miss Thorne today and we'll get that
Okay.
taken care of.
Mhm.
Okay.
Judge, I just want to note that I knew that today was for the airship. I was unaware, wasn't notified anything that we were going to have a hearing today on the dependent administration. I saw where the application had been filed, the amended application been filed. But I just want to make that noted.
Okay. But do you feel like you're ready?
No, well, Judge, what's going on here is that they've sent the children, the sons, and I just filed notice of appearance, I guess, within the last month. Essentially, they wanted them to agree to an independent administration. Then they circulated essentially like a settlement agreement or proposal letter to the sons. They recently changed that proposal agreement to them, which the two boys are still reviewing. And part of the terms of that would be is if everybody's agreeable to the proposed terms that are set forth therein, that there'd be an agreed independent administration. So I think it's just premature until we've gone through that process.
Okay. Mr. Dawson, question for you. So do you feel like we can hear testimony before it's been properly posted for the dependent, or should we wait?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Judge's hearing today was airship only.
Okay.
And no.
All right. So I am going to approve the airship and the ad litem fees, and then we will reset this for the dependent administration hearing.
I mean,
Okay.
we've been at this for a whole year.
Well,
Judge,
yeah. but
we
it-
know
it's
they've been at this for a
gotta be-
whole year, and that's the reason I got involved in last month. This has been going
It's
on
got to
for
be properly posted. I agree with Mr. Dawson before we can actually have the hearing.
Okay,
So we will, we'll just reschedule it and we'll have it as soon as possible. Okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
Anything
In all
further?
fair, thank you, Judge. In all fairness, the notice of appearance we just filed not too long ago. So in all fairness to the parties, I think the administration should be deferred until the appropriate pleadings, consent, et cetera, are on file.
Yeah, and I agree with Mr. Dawson. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you,
Have a
Judge.
good day.